This is the Yunus English School Hour coming to you on Star Radio and Television Services every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. As usual, I am here today with wonderful teachers from Busumbala, Sarepate, and Kotu. And on my right-hand side, my far right, I have Omar Jame, and he would introduce himself to you later. And Kisima Sise, also from Busumbala, will explain to you. And Abdul Ture. Yes. So you would hear a lot of important discussions from these great teachers this morning. This is Yunus English School Hour. Please, Mr. Jame, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Mr. Yunus, for giving me the platform. My name is Omar Jame, as you already stated. I'm a math teacher at Yunus English School, Kotu. I teach mathematics and economics. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Jame. He said his name is Omar Jame. He's teaching at Yunus English School at Kotu, and he is a teacher for mathematics. Mr. Cisse.
Yeah, I'm profoundly gratified by the opportunity given to me on this platform. But for once again, my name is Mr. Kesima Cisse, Head of Science Department, Busumbala, Yunus English School. I teach biology, health science, and agriculture this academic year, but I'm fluent in most of the science-related subjects.
Thank you, Mr. Kisma Sise, the Head of Science Department at Yunus English School in Busumbala. And Abdul Ture, please go ahead.
Thank you very much, listeners and viewers. Thank you very much, Mr. Yunus, for giving me access to be here today. My name is Abdul Ture, and I specialize on ECD, early childhood development, and I am very, very delighted today to be here with you people. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. Thank you so much indeed. I think we will start with nursery school, and whatever we are discussing, all of us collectively would participate on that. Yeah. So what is important for a child to start with ECD instead of waiting until the age 7 and go directly into primary school?
Yes, Mr. Yunus, that's quite right, and it's a very important question. It is important to register your child at the age of 3 for him or her to begin school. In nursery, we say that it is the place whereby children can go and start learning. Because in the primary school, one could say that's where you start your primary school. But then in the nursery, we are there to train you how to become a member in the primary school, how to able to read and also how to able to write and how to do some plus and minus. Looking into it, it's very, very vital, because the child at that 3 years going to the nursery school, it will have a great impact in him or her, because looking at it, the child at that time, he or she is very fresh, the brain is very, very fresh. So whatever you teach him or her, definitely it will enter in the child brain, because the child at that point in time is fresh, the brain is very, very fresh. So I'm looking into it. The child there at the nursery level or at the ECD level, we are training the child how to hold the pencil, how to write, how to recognize the numbers, how to recognize these particular letters. So it is important at that point in time, the foundation to build at the maximum level. Because if you wait until 7 years, 8 years, you take the child to school, and which means that particular child is going to grade 1 or grade 2, which will not help the child, because the child needs to have a very, very good foundation at that point. Because if the foundation is good, the child is fit to carry on to the primary school. But the foundation, if it is not good, it will be very difficult for the child to able to learn in the primary school, because most teachers, they don't have that kind of patience, especially in the primary level, because they will not be able to do what the ECD teacher been doing, because they will just carry on with with the primary school
Primary
syllabus,
level,
you
yes.
understand? But with the ECD teacher will train the child very well, so that the child now is ready to start schooling at grade 1. If the
That's
foundation
correct.
is accurate, the child can carry on.
So,
Yes, definitely.
Okay, and for those of you who do not understand what the ECD means, it means early childhood development. Okay, what is this?
Yes.
yeah, early
Yes,
childhood development.
Yeah, early childhood development. That stands for ECD
Yes.
as a abbreviation, and it's also equal to nursery school.
Yes.
Yeah.
ECD and nursery
Nursery.
school, they are all the same.
The same.
I think they are all the same,
They are
Mr.
all the same.
Yeah, they are all
Ture?
the same.
Yes, they are all the
Okay.
same.
Now, Mr. Jamme, can you explain to us the importance of mathematics in our schools?
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Yunus, for giving me the platform again. Mathematics is something very important in human life. People tend to forget that math is everyday life.
That's correct.
Math is everyday life. You wake up early in the morning, let me take it as something outside. You wake up early in the morning, you have to go to the shop, buy things, you have to calculate. You go to the office in the morning, you have to calculate. Anything you do in this life, we calculate every day. Math is not something difficult. It's something very easy. And if you take it as something in your everyday life, it becomes very easy with you. And I'm sure that many people out there, if you tell them math is easy, while giving them stuff, things that they can see or that they can hear, it's going to be very easy
That's correct.
for them
Yes.
to calculate. But others will have the fear of math is difficult. While seeing so many formulas, just like physics, the moment when they see it, they will say, it's something very difficult, they relax.
Sure.
We have to stop this relax and wake up now. And then see how best.
But physics, that is not in math.
But they calculate.
It's a language.
Okay,
Maths
okay.
is a language of science.
It's a language
Yeah.
that translates in
Exactly.
science.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maths is
see.
a language of science.
Okay, that's right.
Obviously.
Sure.
So,
And then many people, the moment you tell them science area, they will thinking of general maths, further maths, physics, they will start crying. They say, all this is calculation. While they don't know that if you give them money, you send them to the shopkeeper, they will not leave even a single penny there.
That's right.
And I'm sure that if you send an accountant to the bank, he will not leave even a single penny there. And I'm sure that anywhere people goes to, where their money is, starting from the teachers to the student, any other person, where their money is, they will make sure they get their money back. Simply because the way to deal with math is not difficult. I guess people think it is difficult while they're thinking of maybe the formula and other stuff, but math is something very easy to deal with.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm sure that if people put their mind there and remove the fear, we will all pass maths, and next year we might see this country will get a better result far with mathematics.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank you, Mr. Jamme. What Mr. Jamme is saying that mathematics
So,
is an easy thing
Yeah.
yeah,
because it's an everyday thing.
Everyday life.
So it's everyday life, and if you consider it in that way, it won't be difficult for you to master it.
Sure.
And if we, if we can also develop our way of thinking on that direction, then you can see that maths would be much more understood in our next year's WAS exams and GABC.
sure.
Okay, Honorable Kisima.
So,
Can you elaborate to us what is science and the importance of science in our schools, in our country, and in the world?
like my co-teacher rightly mentioned,
Yeah, Mr.
even
Jamme.
maths
Yeah.
is incorporated in science.
Okay.
We have what we call the STEM fields, science, technology, engineering, and the mathematics fields. All are aligned under the sciences. Maths interprets physics. It's like the language of science. So science is very vital because it helps us in critical thinking, analysis of data, being very curious, observant, and carrying out experiments. People believe that science is for geniuses or nerds.
That's
Well,
right.
that's a misconception. When you look at science, everybody can participate because it gives you critical thinking skills, problem solving skills, and analytical skills that everybody needs. Even businessmen need these skills. And in order to develop our country, a sustainable development, we need science education because it helps us address global or even national challenges. Challenges like climate change, environmental hygiene, clean water, all need scientific solutions.
That's correct.
So you cannot address these issues without having a basic knowledge in science. Even
That's correct.
national policies or environmental laws, when enacting them, you need specialists in the science domain to give you advices, or else you will not be
That's
able
correct.
to enact the right bills that will be able to bring about impact in the community. So
That's
science is very vital, especially in education,
Yes.
because it's core. It's like a central subject in the educational system. If you are equipped with scientific skills or scientific knowledge, other subjects won't be problems for you. Other subjects are like drinking water for you, because they are all found in science. Because when you talk of history, you study fossils in science, ancient remains, and the most authentic source of history is ancient remains or archaeological remains. So everything is incorporated in science. So once you have a basic knowledge in science, other subjects do not become problems for you.
That's correct.
But because of misconceptions, people are shying away from choosing science as a career. But then it is career driven, because there are many careers that you can obtain from science that are well paid. Okay?
That's right.
Yes, a lot of careers you can choose from, different from other areas.
You are right,
Yes.
Mr. Cisse, because in our school system, to enroll in science class, you have to be genius.
Sure.
If you are not, most of the schools, they will say that you cannot do science because your result from GABC is not telling well.
Yeah, it's about curiosity, not IQ.
Okay?
Science is about curiosity, not IQ. You have to be
Okay.
curious and very observant and carry out experiments, which everybody can participate in.
Oh, yes.
So
Good.
science is not about IQ, but curiosity.
Curiosity.
So,
Curiosity is the
Exactly,
key.
is the key.
Otherwise, the science is something that we can consider it as lovely,
Yeah.
and also can make a quick impact in our economies, in our families' life,
So.
and also it can make more revenues for those who have good knowledge of it,
So.
because everything is based on science today. I think what we can do now is to go back into Mr. Toure's area, that is early childhood development or the nursery school. I think that instead of leaving the children in our homes playing around, it's better to take them at age 3 into the school. Age 3 to the ECD schools or nursery schools is important, because I even heard on the news that in Japan, even babies within 1 year, they can simply put them in a place where they stare at the TV screen, that they can look at the screen and then the numbers and all the things, because they want their brain to use to have
get used to.
to the a learning process. So I think as in some areas that children waiting until when they are 6 years or 7 years and then go to primary school should be a thing of the past. We should now focus on the in reality. The reality is when the child is 3 years old, it's better to take that child to nursing school so that nursery school, in order to develop the learning skills quickly as possible. Okay, so can you elaborate the importance of taking child to the nursery school earlier instead of waiting until when they are grown up and then taking them to the primary school?
Yes, just like I mentioned earlier, it is important to take your child to nursery school at the early age of 3. Look it into it. It develop the child before it starts school, because nursery school is preschool. That is mean you have to start how to start learning.
Preschool.
That is the preschool. If you take them to nursery school, they will start to learn how to start their schooling, because you cannot jump and do something instantly. You need to do it at the grassroots level in order to improve to the higher level. One thing, like I said before, it developed the handwriting of the child. by taking them to nursery school at early age. It also helped the child to begin to read, because in nursery we introduce, especially at Yunus English School, we introduce Jolly Phonics, and this Jolly Phonics, it helped these children to read independently. They can see words for themselves and they can pronounce it without any help. So within nursery school, that is where you can have this. If you take the child, him or her, to the primary school straight away, it's difficult for them to able to read, because most failures also it happen in that corner, because taking your child to the primary school, not taking him or her to the nursery can result to failure. Because if the foundation is extremely good, I mean the primary school will be good. There's no doubt about it.
That's correct.
And the teacher at the primary school will find it easy to teach that particular child, because the foundation is already good. But if you jump the foundation, it's going to be hectic for the child. It will also make teaching difficult for that particular teacher. So that is why I encourage the parents, let them register their children at the nursery level before they take them straight to the primary school. And you see, when you look at the preschool, the development there is too much. First, it will develop the child how to keep him or herself being hygiene, because we develop all kind of area. We don't even sit in the classroom and teach Jolly Phonics or 1, 2, 3, no. But we develop 6 areas. We develop their creativity development. We develop it. We also develop their mathematical development. We also develop their physical development. We also develop their language literacy, which is the English language. We also develop knowledge and understanding, which is science, and some other area. So if all these 6 areas been combined and the children have a well developed in that area, I mean, that particular child
in
is
early
fit.
age,
In
yes.
the early age,
Yes.
the child is fit to start primary school.
That's correct.
And anytime he is there, he will be among the first 5. I can assure you that. Go to the Western countries, small children, 2, 3 years, 4 years, they will open a book and start reading, and you will die. And why? How does it come? And this child has not even reached to the primary school. At that point in time, these conventional people, they are very wise. They will teach their children Jolly Phonics, and that's the only way to read. Because when you open a book, you are not there to say A, B, C, D, or that. You read through the letter sounds, and if the children could able to master the sounds, I mean, it's okay. The child is fit. You can even send a text to that particular child, he or she will read it. Look at home now. Children are watching television. They have this iPad, and all those are written in conventional form. So if the child is educated in that area, he or she can help himself. Definitely. So therefore, preschool is very, very vital. Do not jump it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Ture. He said that preschool, that is a nursery school, or you may call it ECD, is important in child's life. Because when you see even today's materials at home, they are all in a form that children can operate them. And therefore it's better to just jump in and then also register them into the nursery schools in order for them to catch up. My idea there is that if you wait until your child is 7 years old and take that child to primary school, that child might encounter tremendous challenges in the primary school, because most of the other students who went through the nursery are also there. So the teacher might not be able to treat them equally, because these ones from the ECD understood certain things, and the one that coming from home to the primary school might not know anything. And therefore it would be very, very challenging for him or her to catch up. So Mr. Jammeh, what's your take on this?
ECD is something very important.
Okay.
Because it's the bedrock. It's the foundation. Any story building that people, how to call it, climb on top, because of the foundation is very strong. Nowadays, we have students that are very smart. Are you getting me? As the way you did in the school now, if any ECD teacher, that is student that is coming, let him have all the materials. I get him. That's why Yunus English School is very important. Sometimes it is very good when a student is coming, let him have all the materials. So when he is starting, things will go fine. But nowadays, others are going to school, ECD, they will not have the materials. I get him. And then look at the Europeans nowadays. They put the screens while the students are taking it since when they are in their childhood life. The more they are going, the more they are used to it. And then these qualified teachers of ECD, sometimes they make me impressed. I get him. They make students speak English now. I get him. Now go to our school now. People, even ECD, when they are going to the toilet, they will speak English. If you tell them, hi, what do you need? They would respond to you fine. It is important. ECD is definitely important.
Very vital.
Yeah, it is. Thank you, Mr. Jammeh. ECD is important. Don't wait until when your child is on the age of 6 or 7. Please take your children immediately when they reach age 3 to the nursery school or ECD. So that would make their brain develop early. And Mr. Cisse, what is your take on this?
Yeah, like they rightly said, it creates a smooth transition because education is a transitional process. You move from one stage to the other. So if you jump a stage, your progress in the educational process will deter because there is a stage that you jumped and it gives you a basic understanding of what is ahead because stage transits into each other. So if you learn in the ECD stage, it gives you a smooth transition into primary education because it gives you the basis. Like you likely said, it's like the bedrock.
That's right.
A tree without a root will slowly crumble, has no future at all. Okay, so the root must be there for the tree to grow successfully. For your educational career to be pursued in a successful manner, you must have to go through this ECD education because it gives you the required foundation to progress in academia.
That's correct.
Yeah, it is very vital, very crucial. It's a cornerstone. So.
Okay, Mr. Jammeh, can you elaborate more on the importance of mathematics in our school system? And you have done that already. But how to achieve success?
Success.
Yeah, how to achieve it in this current level when the students are crying that mathematics is difficult. And the failures in our WAS level and the Gabesi level is so huge, not only in the Gambia, but in all Africa. So difficult is, mathematics subject is very difficult for many countries today. And I don't know what you think that the schools should do to make it easier. Because we have to go through that. We cannot ignore it and think it's nothing. And the option should be to tackle it, not to just dismiss it. Please, go ahead.
Mr. Yunus, thank you so much. As I mentioned it earlier before, math is something important and it's our everyday life. Math is something that is unique. It is worldwide.
Yeah.
You go to other countries, France, they speak French, but they do maths. In Kodo, I was having a student that was from France. They came there. But the student, English was the problem, but the student was very good in maths. Sometimes when I teach, he will show me another method of the way they were solving in France.
In France.
Yeah. I will say to myself, maths is worldwide. You go to China, they do maths. I get it. Maths is worldwide. India also the same thing.
No, it's a conventional subject. It's everywhere. Whether you learn Arabic or French or Chinese, it's the same. Now, how to achieve it in our schools? How to prepare students to focus on learning math in a better way?
First of all, math is in English.
Yes.
Comprehension is a problem for students. And many teachers, some dodge away from word problem in mathematics. They still need to help the student side so that they can achieve their goal. I get it.
Yes.
Number 2, resources. I get him.
Yes.
Students need to get textbooks. Akiola, go to school, so many schools, you find that only few are having it.
That's right. That's correct. That's a obstacle.
So,
It's a problem.
That's obstacle. Serious one.
And then
resource
you come in the combo here, you roam sometime in a school, you see only few are having the textbooks
So,
for Akiola.
yeah.
But go to the province, you round almost a 5 village,
mhm,
you will not see even an Akiola.
that
Like.
text. So, mhm,
I get it.
so,
It's something that we are having.
So we can hold the Akiola as a good mathematic book.
Book.
Huh?
Oh, yes.
Good mathematic book.
mhm,
They're supposed to have
They're
that.
supposed to have it.
Yes.
I get him.
Yes.
Now from there, a set box. Junior school student cannot go without a set box. Set box, grab book.
mhm,
Always they need to have those ones.
Mhm.
I get him. For senior school, set box, grab book, and calculator.
so,
Senior school, I cannot teach without a calculator. That's why the student getting this material is very
A
important.
calculator. Yes, yes, that's right.
It's
yes.
very important.
so,
Yes.
That's why the moment you come with the idea nowadays, the students, anyone we have to enroll, let the person have these materials. It is very important.
so,
Once you have the materials, learning become very easy with you.
so,
But once you don't have the material, everything becomes difficult.
That's correct.
Are you getting me?
so,
So it's another problem that we are facing now in this country.
so,
From there then, students, if you give them homework, others they don't do it. And others don't even practice. As I rightly mentioned before, maths is everyday life. You have to practice it every day. Every day.
That's correct.
mhm,
The more you practice, the more it stays in your brain.
perfectly become.
But if you don't practice, you leave it there,
Yeah.
it's a problem. Teachers give you note today, you go home, you pack it. Tomorrow they give you note, you go unpack it.
Mhm.
When it is too much for you
Yeah.
to study, or it will be
It
difficult.
becomes a problem. So,
Are you getting me?
Yes.
Students need to practice maths every day. The more you practice maths every day, the more it becomes easy.
Yes.
Others got maths A1. How did they got it? It is very easy.
constant practice.
It is not difficult.
In the same school.
In the same school.
Yes.
And when they have maths, go at the college, only few will major maths. Go to the university, you will see the same people there.
So,
I get him.
Sure.
Maths is not difficult at all. And I'm sure if this country, many people focus in maths and practices every day, have the right resources for the maths, they are going to pass. I have no
Okay.
doubt.
yeah. So,
Thank you, Mr. Jammeh. That if some of the students are getting A's in maths, why not you?
so,
Yeah.
In the same school, why not you? I think what he's saying that is a lack of interest is making many failures in the country. But you have to, if the students are extended their interest into the learning in mathematics,
Yes, that
they
is.
would able to
Succeed.
make an improvement in their results. And you are quite right. And I agree with you that a lot of students in the Gambia don't have textbooks. They are sitting in the classrooms without any textbook. So how can you succeed on that? You are learning only from blackboard.
yeah, without
Parents
resources.
don't want to pay for the textbooks. You see, somebody is in math, and you ask them for you ask them for the textbooks for math, they don't have it. So it's going to be very, very difficult for that person to pass. We need the materials. The schools supposed to have all these materials in place, but certain materials for the teachers in math area, but they don't, and some parents too, they don't have these textbooks for their children. I think this has to be looked at it very well.
So,
And I don't know what Mr. Cisse would add into this.
yes. Just like he rightly said, the most important aspect of mathematics is other subjects teachers trying to incorporate it in their subjects, especially English language. Because English poses a difficulty. Most math questions or all subjects, the medium of instruction is English language.
That's right.
So if you cannot interpret the language, how can you answer a question?
You cannot.
So that's the first challenge. Because when you look at most of the definitions in science and maths, once you can interpret the language in the definition, you can write the formula directly.
Oh, yes.
For example, momentum is the product of mass and velocity.
Yeah.
Wherever you hear product in mathematics, it means what? Multiplication, not so. Huh? Here you know that it is mass and velocity that you should multiply to have the answer for momentum.
That's correct.
Density, mass per unit volume of a substance. Wherever you hear pa, it means what? Division. It means what? Mass over volume. So if you can interpret the language of a formula or a definition, you can form the formula of that particular definition. So language is one barrier. And these misconceptions that science or mathematics is for nerds or geniuses should be corrected by teachers.
Oh, yes.
Look at Thomas Edison, the scientist who discovered the electric light bulb. Was even a dropout in school, but he was homeschooled by his mother. Okay, he carried out the experiment 1,000 times before he could reach that final destination of discovering an electric light bulb. It is called the 1,000 failed experiments. Thomas Edison.
Yeah.
Look at Florence Nightingale, the mother of nursing, the nursing profession. Failed maths, but later revolutionized. Okay. The nursing process, the nursing profession, Florence Nightingale. Okay?
Yeah.
So it is not only for nerds. Science and mathematics is not only for nerds or for geniuses. So it requires critical thinking.
Oh, yes.
To succeed in an area, you must do what it takes. You must resource-based challenges also are also tied to it because they lack materials.
Oh, yes.
That will facilitate the learning process in mathematics. So you must do what it takes because education is a bittersweet experience. It is bitter at the beginning because you spend lucratively on it, but once you complete, it becomes lucrative now. You experience the sweetness because it pays back. So you must first taste the bitter part of it. You must do what it takes to succeed in an area. All the multifaceted needs must be provided to succeed in an area. Okay, when it comes to science, hands-on experiments must be done.
That's right.
Because we teach science blindly, okay, without carrying out experiments. And when you tell teachers, the only excuse they have for you is that they lack materials. But on our side also, we should be able to improvise, use locally based materials. Even if we do not have scientific apparatus, we can use locally available materials and carry out simple experiments. For example, evaporation, you can carry it out at home, and even parents can carry this out at home. You can carry out evaporation by having some salt water from the ocean, and then you can form salt crystals by evaporating all the water, and the salt crystals will remain in the dish that you use for evaporating. Okay? We can carry out a lot of experiments even at home. And science is all about this experimentation to arrive at answers. Science is always finding answers. It gives critical thinking skills, which everybody can indulge in. For example, the egg experiment where you used a narrow bottle opening, okay, light fire on a paper and then drop that paper inside a bottle. Then use this boiled egg and crack it open and then remove the shell, place it on top of that narrow opening of the bottle. The fire that is being lighted inside the bottle will hit the gas inside the bottle, thereby creating a vacuum. And that vacuum will suck that egg inside the bottle without even spoiling the egg. You will find that boiled egg inside without even shattering. So you can carry out.
Yes.
You can even provide light.
Oh.
Okay, locally at home.
Yeah.
Science is all about inquisitivity.
That's right.
You have to be very curious. You can use lemon water, citric acid, and put a zinc nail and a copper coin inside it. And use these two wires. Attach one wire to a copper coin and attach the other wire to a zinc nail. And then use a LED light. Okay, the acid of the lemon will react with these metals and then provide weak electric current that can light the bulb. This can be done locally.
Thank you, Mr. Cisse, for that. We will go into all that when we reach a science. Thank you so much for. We have a doctor here today. In fact, he's going to elaborate more about incoming Yunus Nursing School that are going to be a training center for nurses in this country, so that we can send them to the hospitals and clinics in the country and beyond. But we will get into all that later. I think the reason that people are scared of mathematics is because it has many components, fractions, circles, squares, diameters, you see, and when it comes to all these different segments on the mathematics, then they think that there's no way they can comprehend it. But I think they are all interconnected. So can you say something about that, Mr. Cisse?
Yeah. Mathematics like I said, knowledge is a transitional process.
Okay.
If you want to boost performance in mathematics, it must be introduced at an early age.
An early age, yeah.
Okay? If you want to concentrate in the maths or the science field, those subjects must be introduced and emphasized at the early stage of education so that people can grow up with the skills. Okay? And like I said, it's a transitional process. Topics, in fact, transition into each other.
Yeah.
So
That's
if you
right.
have basic understanding of mathematics skills, all other subjects will not become problems for you. Basic understanding. Basic maths is what you need to understand first. Okay?
Yes.
Once you have basic understanding of mathematical skills, pursuing further careers will not be a problem in maths for you.
It's true.
Because that basic understanding is what facilitates all the other topics for you, no matter how complex they are.
That's right.
Okay?
Yes.
So, good. And remedial classes also must be provided for,
Okay.
for challenging students, or even for all students. We must provide remedial classes because maths is very challenging and science is also challenging.
That's
So
correct.
to tackle the performance or the problem in performance, we must provide remedial classes. That is extra classes
That's
for
right.
students.
For studies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Mr. Cisse, there's one thing I want
Because
to
time factor is also a problem.
Yes.
Because periods are very limited.
Yes.
Okay?
Sometimes.
And maths,
Yes.
you require a lot of explanations and time. Okay? So
Okay.
time factor is also a very big problem. So to counter that, we must provide remedial classes, extramural classes. Okay?
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, I want to add one thing. You see, maths is a fact.
Yeah.
Even there is 1,000 people in the hall, you just give them one question. Even it is a long question.
Yeah.
If the answer is one, the whole hall will have one as the answer.
So
It's different from science and other subjects. Whereby you might define it this way, someone
That's
might
right.
define it this way.
Define
Depend
that
on the way they
Yeah,
analyze
but the
it.
method of solving might be different,
So-
but the answer will be
one.
the same.
Yeah. So sure.
That's why sometimes for us to detect, you only go through the method of solving.
Solving.
That is why we know that this guy solved it this way, this guy solved it this way. My master
Whether the
will
guy
tell me
solve
that-
it magically or mathematically.
Yes, he told me that this math guy is unique.
Yes, it's
If the answer is one,
Yeah.
the whole hall will have
Exactly.
one.
One.
Yes, that's the,
You're right.
that is the easier. That's the beauty of maths.
Maths.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, I think that makes sense. When the math question is answered, the positive answer would be the same.
Yeah, all.
It doesn't matter how you go through it.
Sure.
But on the other areas, it could be different answers depending on the circumstances
Exactly.
and the
your
way
level
it
of
was
comprehension.
analyzed.
So,
Okay, thank you so much on this. I think the important thing for all this is the teaching materials.
Teaching materials.
Because when I went to United States, we, or like the others, we started when we are grown up. But when it comes to math, they always ask us to memorize the timetable. Most of our students in the Gambia, they don't memorize the timetable. This timetable memorization is important in mathematics. To say that 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 2 is 2, things like that.
So-
That is not a small thing.
So-
You ask the senior school students and they don't know it. So over there, they would ask you to photocopy the timetable,
Yeah, the multiplication
put some in your kitchen, some in your bedroom, or clip it in your fridge, in your toilet, and if you are working somewhere, put it on your office. Excuse me. And this timetable should be wherever you are until you memorize the timetable.
So,
That is the key foundation. If you don't memorize the timetable, how can you be okay in
Multiplications.
mathematics? In multiplications? You can't. You see, and most of our people, our children don't. I think that's what you said is from the childhood.
Exactly.
You have to, here again, we go to our ECDs, man. I think your area, you have to focus more on memorization of the timetable in math.
yeah.
Because if the students cannot memorize the timetable, how can they solve anything?
It will be difficult.
It's
It will be
very, very,
difficult.
very difficult.
So,
And so, anything to say about that? How you guys try to get your students memorize the timetable? Are they memorizing the timetable?
Yeah.
Okay.
We make sure from grade 7 to 9 or to 8, make sure you grab almost the 1 to 12.
Okay.
At least if you have that, when you go to grade 12, grade 9, you don't need a calculator.
So,
Because grade 9 exam, you don't need a calculator.
calculator.
And you have to use your brain. Using your brain, so you have to memorize this timetable book. So that when you come, everything become easy.
So,
Yes,
Are
exactly.
you getting me? Memorizing that, and also when you go to, how to call it, geometric side,
So.
you have to memorize these formulas as well.
so,
Are you getting me?
Yes.
Use this circular formula, triangle, trapezium,
So.
all these you have to memorize their formulas. If you memorize, when you come during the exam, what you see, you can flashback and then try to put them down.
so, sure.
Are you getting me?
So, sure.
Nowadays, that's why I say this timetable is very important. For senior school, you cannot go without a calculator.
So.
Because you see a big figures.
So,
I get it, whereby you need to calculate those ones and bring them down. But junior school, you cannot go without memorizing the timetable. It's very important. Very, very important.
Okay. Okay, I think we're going to focus more on science now. And because we have a professor in science, and one good
Trying
thing
to be.
about one good thing about him is that he is not only teaching science, but he also practices it. He's someone that you can deal with him in building homes, furnishing the homes.
Yeah.
You talk to him about the engines. You talk to him about the electric materials. And medicines, when it comes to chemistry, biology, physics,
So.
he's someone who is well known in those fields. So we would go more into that.
Science.
First, let me ask you the importance of science education in schools.
Yes. Just like you just said right now, I'm a handyman.
Yeah.
Science inclination or science education is what has given me all these opportunities to be a handyman. I can provide services in many areas.
That's right. I
Like
have
I
seen
said,
that.
science is multidimensional. If you're good at science, your prospect of excelling are very high. Because you become multifaceted also.
Of course.
I said you have a lot of careers to choose from. People think that when you are a scientist, you only wear lab coats, lab gowns, and work in laboratories.
Yes.
But you can even work as a food scientist, where
Yes,
you will
of
be
course.
working in kitchens.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay? You can work in food safety. You can work in agronomy.
Of course.
Okay? So there are many domains that you can work in once you have this basic foundation in science.
Science.
And like I said, it creates awareness, pandemic awareness, like the past COVID-19 here.
Yes.
Okay, it strengthened the country
Yes.
because of this awareness and the shortage level of what the health practitioners that we have in the country.
Yeah.
So if we have this awareness level raised, we will be pandemic prepared. Any
That's
pandemic
true.
that comes, we'll be able to tackle it because the population or the populace will be highly sensitized when it comes to health issues. Okay?
Yeah.
Science also challenges global, science also tackles global challenges and even national challenges. Like I said, climate change. When you want to tackle it, you need scientific solutions. So we need scientists in this area to challenge climate change. Okay? It needs to be mitigated. We need to be resilient. And to achieve all this, we need at least a scientific solution to it. Clean water, okay? And to boost agricultural productivity, we need research in agriculture. And all these science has solutions to that. That will boost food self-sufficiency in this country and bring about sustainable national development. Okay? But because of misconceptions, people are shying away from it, that it is difficult. Like I told you, science is not a difficult subject. It involves curiosity and observation, analytical skills and problem-solving skills, which everybody can participate. Even the businessman has to go into it. Okay? Is this thing good for my project? When I go into it, will it maximize profit for me? Then you go into testing it. That is experimentation.
That is-
So in that case, you are even a scientist as a businessman.
Of course.
Okay? Because your prediction is the hypothesis. You predict. And in science, the four skills that they will give you is the scientific method. And part of it is the hypothesis. Everybody forms a hypothesis. When I do this, will it be successful for me?
That's
and failure is part of it. Failure is even part of the learning process.
That's correct.
If you try 1,000 times and fail, do not think it is a setback for you. But you have learned, in fact, 1,000 ways that cannot work is what you have learned.
That's right.
If there are 1,000 failures, you've already learned 1,000 ways that cannot work. So that's a bag of experience for you.
That's right.
Exactly. So failure is a learning process.
That's
It
right.
is required. And in science, we fail experiments and we go back to the experiment and carry it out again until we reach a theory.
That's right.
That theory has to be experimented over and over before we reach a conclusion. So science is all about experimentation.
That's right.
That's
Okay?
that's right.
So it is very vital.
I think
Very
the-
vital because it creates awareness of your
Yes.
body and your environment, personal hygiene and environmental hygiene. And once you are aware of this, you make informed decisions. You don't just jump to conclusions haphazardly when you have scientific knowledge. Any decision you take, you must take it scientifically. What impact will it have on your body? What impact will it have on the environment is what you will think of first before you venture in any thing.
That's right. That's right.
So it creates awareness.
I agree with you,
So-
Honorable, very well.
So
I think we in Africa, we are so quick
exactly.
to expect the fruits
Yeah.
of
our labor.
Of our labor.
So
That is causing us very dearly. You see, when you see institution, a company or government doing something, and they can fail.
So.
The failure is part of the job. But it doesn't mean that that failure is intentional.
So.
You see, as you said, it's a part of the process.
So.
You have to give a chance to those who are in the areas of operations.
So.
Because when failure comes, it's their failure. They learn from that, and then they try again. But if you end up bringing a new person into that location,
So.
then that person too will start failures
Failure.
first
So
before
failure-
success.
so failures
Then
will
you
continue.
remove that again and put another.
So-
Failures come as again.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, that your area is the failure entirely. Then the others who are stick into try and error will be successful
Successful.
areas.
So
We have to be patient enough
So.
and give a chance to those who are working for ourselves,
even if they fail.
and even when they fail, because that is a part of the job.
So.
They have to keep trying and trying and trying until they got it correct.
Correct.
And the science are the one that are developing us today.
So.
And I think I heard from one expert who even told the world that, or telling the world that the next world war is going to be fought by the science and the doctors.
So.
Because these chemical weapons,
Exactly.
nuclear weapons, and
Biological
all this,
weapons.
when they're blown up,
So.
no soldier can handle that.
No.
It's the doctors, the science, the technology.
So.
This is where we are heading to. And in order to achieve that in our lives, we have to pay attention to those who are in those areas and listen to what they are saying and be patient.
So.
Okay? I think that's understood well. So I don't know whether you want to add anything to that, Honorable Ture?
Yes, science is crucial in our settings because looking at it, in whatever we are doing, in fact, we must involve science.
Yes.
Coming here today, in fact, we have already involved science in it.
That's
because
right.
we need to calculate the fastest ways to reach here. That is science. And as the mother also wake up early in the morning, prepare the house, she is doing science in the house. You have to go to the market, you have to think of what to buy and how to put all those things together and provide a very delicious food. It's a science method. If you don't have that kind of philosophy, you will not able to produce good results.
That's
So
right.
science is very, very important. Let us not even neglect it. In fact, if you neglect it, you just neglect it. But it is you, and you are doing it every day.
On
It is-
yourself
yes,
too.
Yes, yes. Because by going to somewhere, and then you know that today I look extremely good. In fact, I even know my personal hygiene. I know my self-esteem. All those is science.
So.
All those is science. You see somebody going in the street. The person is not normal. But that one, even it is a science.
So.
One can say it is science.
So.
But those who have the idea and the philosophy can bring that back to normal science.
So.
They can bring that person to normal science because the doctor or the scientist can able to give something to that particular person to become a better person tomorrow.
Exactly.
So science is important
Yes,
in
it
our
is.
settings.
That's
We
correct.
cannot go without science.
Yes,
we cannot go.
Yeah.
We cannot go without science. Science and maths, they combine. They combine.
That's
Even
right.
when you are walking, you are counting your footstep. You are taking your time not to fall in a hole, not to hit a rock.
So-
you are calculating.
Yeah.
You are doing science the same time. Also, you are doing mathematics. So even you neglect it, it is in you.
It's an everyday
It is
phenomenon.
everyday thing.
Everyday
It's
process.
just a matter of going to the classroom,
So-
sit and write this.
No,
But we
no,
are
no.
doing science and mathematics
Almost every day. Every day.
Even when we are sleeping, we are doing
Exactly.
maths and science.
So-
Because
so-
sometimes we put our phone on. Sometimes we can sleep up to midnight, we wake up.
So-
We do other kind of activities.
Exactly.
It's science
So-
and understanding. So science is important in our settings. Even we neglect it, we are still doing it.
Interesting.
Yes,
So therefore,
yes.
we have to realize that science is part of us. And then science also may bring a very, very good results if you work out of it. But it requires experiment. It
Yes.
requires
And
patience.
patient.
If you don't have this patience, you cannot produce good results. Yes, you cannot. It needs a lot of practice. It needs a particular patience. And then too much distraction also does not encourage. Because
Yes.
if you are to produce something, you need to be very, very focused on what you are doing. Because you can be doing something for years, but never give up. Someday it will produce something very, very vital to the whole world. And even you are not in this world, that thing has already been exist. It will benefit today and tomorrow.
That's correct.
So it is important that whatever we are doing, we take our time, we study it, and make sure we have patience to what we are doing. Without patience, we cannot produce nothing good.
That's right.
We cannot produce nothing good. So patience is very, very crucial in our setting, especially in our human settings. Even in the animals, they do science. Though we have mind more than them, but then they even do science.
That's correct.
Yes,
Part of it is
yes,
part of religion.
yes. They do science.
I will come in there.
And also they do even mathematics. Yes, because some animals, they know where to sleep and they know where to eat, they know where to take bath.
Yes. That's
If they are not
calculation.
calculating, they will not able to do such kind of things. You see?
That's
So
correct,
therefore,
Mr. Ture.
so what about we human?
So,
If the animals can able to do those things, what about we human? We can do more than that. God has given us a lot of things, and there are a lot of things in this world which has not even existed yet. And we are the human being that should produce them. We should remove them, put them into reality.
That's correct.
Yes.
And we are doing it. Many areas are focusing more on science. That's why I want to ask Kisma again, how do we encourage more students to choose science as a subject?
it's just like
Oh,
I
I
said
mean the
just
stream.
like I said earlier, we must clear out or correct the misconceptions. Like he was talking about Dean there.
Yeah.
People think that science is at conflict with religion.
Yes.
That's another misconception. When science even reconciles with religion.
Yes.
Because when you look at people who say in the community, especially Mandinka Sibafala, the Muso Mudinke Wululal, like the Muso and they try blaming the woman for it.
That's
And
right.
it has been mentioned in the Holy Quran 1,400 years ago that is the man or the male that determines the sex of the child.
That's correct. That's
It
correct.
is just lately that science even discovered that. And that made a lot of scientists to even convert into Islam.
Sure.
Only because of that. That the man or the male is what determines
Yeah,
the
it
sex
depends on
of
the
child.
type of the sperm.
So religion
I
is
think
not
the
at conflict.
chromosome,
They are the chromosomes.
the chromosome,
You have
yeah,
the
that
X
is
and the
the-
Y chromosome.
Yes.
Yes.
In the woman, you have only X chromosome.
Yes.
Okay, musu turo drone about it at the kono. Okay, but in the man you have both X and Y chromosome, male and female. Okay, varieties are in him. So in case he puts the female, that is the X chromosome, it will combine with the woman's X chromosome, and that will be a female. XX is female when it comes to genetics. But when the man puts in Y, the Y will combine with the X of the woman, and it will be XY, and that's what produces the male child. So it's the man that determines the sex of the child. And let's stop blaming women for it. especially in our traditional settings. We blame
Yes.
women for it, and even divorce them for it.
That's
Okay,
Yes,
so
yes, they
science
do.
is not at conflict with religion, but instead it reconciles with religion. So we must correct these misconceptions. And there are a lot of misconceptions.
That's
we
true.
must correct them first.
Okay,
Yes.
you want to add something,
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
Jami?
I want to add something
So,
there. The reason why many students run away from science is because patience also is important.
So,
Yes.
Curiosity is a key, but patience also is important. You see, in this life, people
So.
cannot go without patience.
no.
I get him. You have to get the patient first.
So.
Take your time. If as you rightly stated, even it's going to take you 1,000 times, but still take the patient and work on it.
Exactly.
It will surely succeed.
So,
In this life, as the saying goes, the patient dogs eat the fattest.
it's the
bone.
farthest bone.
I get him. Without patience, it is going to be difficult for people to get what they want.
So.
That's right.
I get him. So what I'm encouraging science students is let them have the patience and still work towards their success, and they will surely achieve.
So.
Yeah, that's what I have to add.
Okay.
So.
Thank you so much. I think all of you are focusing importantly.
Yeah.
You are the teachers. I'm not a teacher,
Yeah.
so I want the audience to know that if I say something that is not online
Yeah, we can correct
with the
it.
system, so just to understand that I'm not a teacher, they are the teacher.
So.
The Mr. Ture is a teacher.
Yeah.
And the Mr. Jame is a teacher, and the Mr. Cesar is the teacher. So not Yunusilla. So can we boost students' performance in the science sector, and how to do that? Can we, and how to do that?
Of course we
to
can.
Boost.
Solely we
their-
can.
Okay.
We can boost students' performance.
Okay.
Said one thing is to encourage students, clear misconceptions, because you need to have the numbers first.
Yes.
So you must correct misconceptions, and thereafter, people will choose
Okay.
science as a subject or as a specialization. First, you must clear the misconceptions, because people believe that it is for geniuses, that it is in conflict with religion. So you must correct all these misconceptions. This is why a lot of people are not opting for it. But if they know that even if you are not inclined academically, you can still do science, because it's a matter of what curiosity, observation, okay, and testing. That is experimentation.
Okay.
Okay.
I think let me
Yes.
say what you said in
Secondly.
my way, then
Yes.
you continue. I think what he is saying is that we have to tell the people to change their way of thinking about science.
Yes.
Because first of all, we have to get many people in science department before we even train them. I
Exactly.
think that's very important.
So-
But if everybody think that is only genius can go there,
So-
that means we won't get people
Exactly.
even to train.
Good, good.
So in order to train your students, you
Exactly.
need your students in the classroom.
Exactly.
But if everybody is scared there,
Yeah.
scared of that area, so how would you?
I'm
You are right. You are right, Mr. Wanda.
a very good example of that, because
Okay.
in my senior secondary school education, I did commerce.
Okay.
All I did was accounting, economics, business management. Those were the subjects I did. But if I tell people, they will not even believe in that I'm not a pure science student.
When
So
you
when
were
we
in
met
school.
at the college, no science student was able to conquer me when it comes to chemistry, biology, and physics. I was always the best, the top. Although I did commerce in my senior secondary education.
Okay.
So science is very easy. It's a very cheap. So we must clear the misconceptions about it being only for genius. Okay. Second thing, hands-on experiments. Even if materials are not available, we should improvise as science teachers and use locally available materials to carry out. Okay.
Experiments.
Experiments.
Yes.
That can be carried out with them. Okay. We should not wait for the apparatus to come. Okay. Instead, we should use the locally available ones. We should not wait for trucks to come and pick our garbage when we have donkey carts here doing it. So we should utilize the locally available ones instead of sitting and yearning for the other ones that are not available.
That's
So we
correct.
must improvise. So experiments must be done, because science is very practical. So it must be practicalized. Where you cannot go through all your education career as a science student and you've not even seen a science lab with your eye, or even scientific apparatus with your eye, or even carried out one experiment. Remember, interactive learning does away with memorization, because the more interactive a lesson becomes, the more you learn. So interactive learning and experimentation is a part of that interactive learning.
That's right.
Okay? Parents and the community must also be involved,
Sure.
especially NGOs. we must tap into their corporate responsibility to sponsor sciences, okay, to encourage people into the science areas, okay, provide motivations, okay, for students performing in science, or even for teachers teaching science, okay. That's the only way we can provide, that is performance or boost performance in science, or add the people or increase the people that are opting for science areas.
Yes.
Okay, it must also be career driven. We can also provide resource persons of caliber, okay, scientists from all areas, okay, that have reaped the fruit of their education to come as resource persons to class, so that children will see scientists in action, okay, or in the progress. We must also provide excursions, okay, to science areas.
Sure.
Tech hubs like the GSM companies, or to healthcare units,
Yes.
okay, to see science in action, okay. And parents must also know the value of science and the careers that you can choose from science and how lucrative they are, so that they can push their children to opt for the science areas.
That's right.
So these are some of the things that we must do, okay, to increase the number of people, or increase the performance level in science.
Okay.
So,
And in your area of science,
So-
do you see students in science classes without textbooks?
in the science classes, most of the time,
Most of the time they
yeah,
have.
they have. They have the
Okay.
materials that they need.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's a good news.
Yeah, the textbook, of course, most of them have the textbooks in my class, because their population is that small.
Yes,
always.
yes.
Even if
Very
you have,
small.
if you,
That's
even if you
you're
have
right.
5,000 role in your school, maybe only 45 people will be doing science.
Yeah,
See, the number is
seems
too
like
small.
It's the whole country.
Exactly.
That's the whole
And most of the
country.
time, it is these nuts and these geniuses that go for it.
Yes.
Their parents are ready to go at any length for them. So they provide every need for them. Okay? So,
I see.
yeah. But then the equipments to carry out experiments are what are lacking. Scientific labs, okay, are what are lacking. This is why Gambia cannot even progress that much in science. Because at this level, we should be able to create things, especially when the COVID-19 came out. At least, even a hand was in gel. We should be able to make it.
Wheelbarrow.
Okay? Yes, we should be wheelbarrows. Yeah, creativity, innovation, because science is all about creativity
What
and
is-
innovation.
Okay.
Yes, we can even make wheelbarrows here.
African countries.
But we
some
are,
of them
Wheelbarrow and this even these satellite
exactly,
dishes.
exactly.
I have seen Nigerians making their local satellite dishes
So.
for over 30 years back when I was in Nigeria.
It's a simple
And,
technology.
when I came to the Gambia, we have to get these ones from the packet.
It's a simple technology.
And
Very
this is a
simple
simple
very
thing.
simple
Well, the men
technologies.
in Nigeria just fixing them up.
Really?
And then you buy it and then fix it and then you watch CNN and whatever.
Really,
So
really.
all this is because of the schooling system
System,
over
so.
there upgraded their people.
So.
And as he said, in order for the science teachers to upgrade our population, they have to come to the science classes first. If they don't, how can you take them there?
No, no.
And what is the difference between the science and technology? What is the connection between
Yeah.
the technology and the science?
They are connected.
I know that, but
They
then
are connected, but
we need your explanation
exactly.
of that.
they are very well connected, but
Okay.
then they have differences also.
Okay.
Because you can be a scientist and not a technologist. You
Okay.
can be a technologist and not a scientist.
Okay.
It is technologists that created the mobile phone.
Okay.
But how it works is brought about science.
Okay.
Okay? So technology is more of skills, and science is more of what? Research. Okay?
Okay.
Asking questions and carrying out experiments. Okay?
Okay.
This is why sometimes they think that it is at conflict with religion, because science asks questions how. How does this thing occur? Not why it occurs. Okay? And then the technology will use the skills to design the material and then use it for human consumption in one way or the other. So they are interrelated, but they have diversities also. Okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now we want to ask you more about upcoming School of Nursing
So,
at Yunus English
English
School.
So,
This is a school that will train nurses
yeah.
in a higher level,
So,
where they can have jobs within the country
So,
and outside the country.
So,
And the registration will start very soon.
so,
We are in the process of registration, and it has been like that for some times, but I believe that very, very soon everything will be done completely, and the classes would begin. So what is the importance of nursing or School of Nursing to be available in the Gambia at this age?
yes. Nursing is very vital.
Okay.
Remember, countries that invested so much in nursing have succeeded in their healthcare systems. Think
That's
of
right.
Ethiopia
That's right, yes.
and Rwanda. Rwanda tackled the COVID-19 challenge very successfully. The world was not even hearing about the pandemic's effect on Rwanda that much because they invested heavily in healthcare.
In the healthcare.
Ethiopia, for example, it trained 38,000 community health nurses
Wow.
that went into the
38,000.
field and reduced maternal mortality by 50%. And
Okay.
WHO is saying that every 10% that you trained can reduce maternal mortality by 7%.
Wow.
Okay?
That's
Okay.
Good. So it will address the healthcare challenges of this country.
So
When we
every
have-
10%
yes,
you
trained
trained
can reduce
can
maternal
reduce the
mortality.
mortality, yeah, by
Maternal
7%.
mortality. Yeah,
Okay.
by maternal mortality by 7%.
That's great.
So nurses provide nearly 80% of primary care. So it reduces the burden on doctors.
Ow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the nurses
We have one
reduce
doctor
the,
to yes, exactly.
80%,
80% of the
is
primary
on-
care
on-
can be
is on
carried
the
out by
nurses.
nurses.
On the nurses.
Yes, yes.
The 20 go to the other
Yeah,
sectors.
exactly. So the burden on the
Okay, I
doctors
didn't
will
know
also.
that before. I
Huh?
thought
Exactly.
the doctors are carrying all the
No,
burdens.
80% of the primary care is done by nurses.
Yeah.
So if
Wonderful.
we have well-trained nurses in the country, it will address the healthcare challenges of the country, especially
Okay.
those in the rural area.
Okay.
Because when you look at the Gambia, 80% of the nurses that are even graduated are all in the urban
In
area.
the greater Banjul area.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if we have incentives like housing incentives, okay, and stipends for them in the provinces, if we train more nurses, okay, the rural area will limit that inequality level between it and the urban area. Okay, we can also attract international investment.
Of course.
Because when you want to invest in the medical sector in the country here, what you will look for is land. And then the next thing is what? Labor, the factors of production. Land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship.
Yes.
The next thing you look into is what? The labor. The workforce, is it available? So if we have more trained nurses, we can attract investment.
That's
And
right.
there can also be health tourism. With more nurses, with more inclined nurses, even Senegal, patients will come into the country. And we are seeing them, in fact, coming into the country and seeking medical attentions. Okay, from Senegal. We can
That's
have
correct.
health tourism also. Okay?
Yes,
And
yes.
it creates employment. Even if you cannot be absorbed by the government, the central government. Remember, we educate people not to only seek jobs, but to create jobs for themselves. You can create a pharmacy after your licensing. You can be exported outside. Okay?
Yes.
And nearly 25% of the nurses that we produce are all exported outside.
Oh, yes.
So it is a very lucrative area to invest in. And then it will boost national and even global development.
That's correct.
Yes.
Yes.
When we promote
Because
nursing education.
I can
So-
tell you that
So,
when I was in the United States, my neighbors, most of them are Nigerians.
So.
And they are also nurses. But many of them came to United States through the nursing,
So.
the nursing professions. Then the advertisements are always on from Western world that they need nurses.
So.
And to say RN in particular.
yeah.
Then these nurses in Nigeria would apply, and then the United States government would take them to the Benin Republic to pass the exam on them there first. If they are satisfied with them, they would provide them the Canadian visa.
Sure.
They will go to Canada. On their arrival in Canada, they will go again into U.S. Embassy there. Then the health officials from the United States would meet them in Canada and pass the exam on them.
So.
If they are the exact people who left Nigeria or Cotonou to that place,
Sure.
then they will give them a green card.
Yeah.
And these people, whenever they buy a house on mortgage, within 3 years they finish paying that and then rent that and go to the next.
Very lucrative.
So some of them were getting, in those days, $50 an hour. Because the Western world, the people don't want to work in the hospitals as nurses. Because most of these large hospitals are in the big cities, like New York City, Washington, D.C., Los Angeles, in Atlanta, Georgia, in Baltimore, Maryland. These areas are the areas that their white people don't want to work on the health sector there.
So.
And therefore, those areas are now open for foreigners to handle.
Yeah.
And then the pay is really, really good. And training nurses in the Gambia can help them to have easy visas to seek a job outside, and also they can have a job here in the Gambia. When you go into the provinces, you see that a lot of health centers are existing, and they are in need of more nurses. So I think to have a school of nursing in the Gambia is a good thing.
Yeah, really.
And but how to go into deeper analysis, now we are going to ask Mr. Cisse again, what is the difference between CHN and SEN? Because Yunus English School is going to establish SEN, and the many other students are here, and some are going to AN, some CHN, and some SEN, some SRN. Can you explain to us the differences between these categories?
Yeah. Just as their names denote, when you talk of CHN, it means what? Community Health Nursing.
Community health nursing.
There you are trained with community health skills.
Okay.
And your job is community outreach programs. Okay?
For example?
For example, you can go on treks to sensitize communities. Okay? On personal hygienes and environmental hygienes. Okay? They are more of what? Preventive health care. They prevent people from becoming sick.
Victims, okay.
Exactly.
Yes.
Of healthcare, victims. So they are more on the preventive side, community health nursing, because they are about sensitization, outreach, community health practices. They can also be used to carry out vaccinations, okay? Because they expand vaccination to the rural areas because of the shortage, okay? Now, when we talk of SEN, state-enrolled nursing, okay, that is where the real nursing begins.
Okay.
There you are trained clinical skills, okay? Taking vital signs from patients, okay, using the BP cuffs, the sphygmomanometers, okay, taking temperatures. All basic clinical skills are learned at the SEN level. So it is a course that is above the CHN. But above it also you have the RN, which is a global course, registered nursing course. Here in the Gambia we call it SRN, State Registered Nursing, but it is a globally recommended course, okay,
yes,
where a nurse is sophisticated with all the nursing trainings that you require in all areas of study, okay. With it, you can do nearly 80% of all primary health care skills.
Okay.
Yes. And it is our desire to pioneer the EN program, that is the Enrolled Nursing Program, which we are almost there, because nearly almost all the materials are in place. And the structure is, the infrastructure is also in place.
Okay.
We have a lot of tools, that is clinical skills practice tools, like mannequins, CPR mannequins, for both adults, okay, and infants. When I say mannequins, these are models that we use for carrying out clinical skills, like CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation, okay, good, passing NGTs, that is nasogastric tube, or catheterization, okay, introducing the catheter into someone who is experiencing difficulty in urination. All these things can be carried out on a model. That is a model that is created like a human being. We call it a mannequin, okay. We have personal protective equipment also that is used for infection control, like gowns, gloves, masks, okay, are all available, okay. We also have surgical instruments in place, that is for wound dressing, okay, and for stitching, okay. We have suture pads, okay. We have different wound dressing surgical instruments also available, Almost, we are almost there.
Okay.
The ones that are not available are locally available right now. So once we kickstart, those ones will be provided. Yeah, but almost we've provided most of the
So what
basic
you are
materials
saying is that we are
required
just waiting for the registration.
for the registration.
And apart from that, everything else is
in place.
there.
Exactly.
What is the mission and vision of this upcoming nursing college?
Yes.
What is the mission and vision
Yes.
that you think, we can help each other on that? I don't
Yes,
know.
it is our desire to be the leading institution
That's right.
training compassionate healthcare workers.
Compassionate
Healthcare
yes,
workers.
yes, that's good. I think
Okay.
we having the this science stream in our 3 schools in Busumbala, in Sarepate and Kotu, and having students in our science classes, and we believe that many of these students there, when they graduate, they want to go to the healthcare,
So,
and therefore we decided that it's best interest of our students to have access to School of Nursing, so that we would be able to handle them in a very reasonable manner. That because some of them, when they graduate from Yunus English School on the science level, then you will see that they will be sitting for 2 or 3 years.
Yes.
Waiting to make the ends meet in order to be enrolled in institutions
Tertiary
of
institutions.
nurses.
Okay.
But if we have the same school doing the training for nurses, there's a possibility that it would be much easier for them to have access to
affordability
our,
and accessibility.
if the qualification is achieved. When this school is established, you will see that our students would be paying a very, very reasonable fees to be trained in our Yunus Nursing School. And this is our vision, that those of our students are doing the science in our schools would have access to our School of Nursing very, very easily. And that would also add value into the country's health sector.
Exactly.
So things like that.
And boost national development.
National development is
leading nursing institutions, providing compassionate healthcare workers, who will be equipped in clinical skills, research, and leadership skills.
Yes.
Okay, good.
The Yunus English School is here to stay and is here to help our country, our people, our government to develop. We are here to participate in everything possible in this country. If we can join the other organizations, even to build the highways, we are ready to join them if we are having the right tools to do that. So we started with the school system, and now we have 3 nursing schools or ECD schools. We have 3 LBS schools or primary schools. We have 3 upper basic schools, and some people call it junior schools, and we have 3 senior secondary schools, and some people call it high schools, and we are now getting into health sector, starting with School of Nursing, and we will go to the training of physical doctors in this country, inshallah. So, Mr. Cisse, can you go more into what you think this would benefit our own students after graduating from grade 12 and the others? Of course, the School of Nursing is not only for our students, but it's just that it's going to be very, very reasonable for our students. And possible we would have a boarding school for our School of Nursing. Because I have seen a lot of foreign countries coming to the Gambia, Nigeria. The Nigerians are many in the Gambia, and they're in the nursing sector, learning. The reason is that it's reasonable here than many countries. Some countries to be a nurse is very, very expensive, especially in the Western world. It's very, very expensive. The 2 years can cost them like $75,000 or something. That's very expensive. So if we establish good schools of nursing or train centers for nursing, then you can see a lot of people coming to the Gambia to train. You can even see people from Western world coming to the Gambia and then and train themselves, equip themselves with knowledge, and go back to their countries and practice the job. But all this starts with the school itself. That's what we are establishing, and everything is on the right direction. And when it's complete, we will let you know. We believe within a week or so, we would we'll come back to you with positive answers.
Feedback.
Yes. And right now, our schools are open. Since last Monday, Busumbala is open, and Kotu, Sarepate, and everyone can come in, and we are open our doors to our students, and we are teaching them 6 days a week, Monday to Saturday from 8 to 2. You are welcome to Yunus English School. Those of you who are watching on or listening to us on the radio, our telephone number is 3784-294, 3784-294. You can come and register your child, and here we go with your child from there. Immediately you finish with your registration, we will take over, and they will make sure that we got there with him or her. So as usual, I think we have Mr. Ture. So can I come into another thing? Is that what do you think is the difference between these students who went through the School of Nursing and those who just come to primary school? Because sometimes those who are in the nursing and those of you who are in primary, you know each other very well, and you are familiar with these classes. So having a child who did well in the school, in the nursery school, coming now into primary one, and find a child there who is 7 years old, who never touched book before. So what are the difficulties for the teachers of the primary school to handle such situations?
Mr. Yunus.
Yes.
It's important we check in that component, because there is a huge differ between these two, the one going to the primary school and the one at the nursery school.
Yes.
There's a huge differences. By looking at the one at the nursery school over there, let's say nursery school, for children to comprehend exactly what you are teaching them, you have to provide teaching materials. They are very important, because children being in the classroom sitting, only saying words among themselves or lying down on the table, if you continue doing that, they will get pushed up, and then they will even become lazy. Children they should be motivated. Children, they like playing, and in fact, children, they learn through play. You cannot teach child without creating a fun. If you want this particular child to participate on what you are teaching him or her, create fun, bring materials, let them see, let them touch, and let them feel. That is the time that they will know that what we are doing is something useful. Rather than that, they will not see any impact in what you are teaching them. They need to involve them. Like, let me give you an example. If we are to teach them tasty sensory, we have different kind of tasty sensory. We have bitter foods,
salty,
we have
salty,
spicy food, we have salty food, we have
sour,
sweet food. All these things, if you are to teach them, you cannot stand in front of them and say tasty food, sensory, and this and that. They will not understand. But bring the materials. Example, go and find a pepper, mix it with the food, bring it to the kids. Let the kids touch and know that in their own local language, they will say, explain it to them. This food is spicy. Now, anytime you eat a food, know that and it's having pepper, know that that particular food is spicy food. You go to sugary food, a food that has sugar also, bring that kind of food to them. Let them taste. Let them know that this food is tasting with this particular thing.
Yes.
They understand that foods, they have different kind of taste. If you do that, you are developing their cognitive. They will easily understand than taking them to the primary school straight away. Now, if that teacher also is bringing test sensory to another level, that particular child who has not attended the nursery school will not even have a clue of test sensory.
That's correct.
Yes, the one at the nursery school has a clue of it. He or she have learned it, and then he has seen, touch, and feel it. So if you bring another one forward, they will easily comprehend what you are teaching them, rather than the one who has not even gone through that, all those things.
Sure.
And then it will be very difficult for the teacher because, let's say, 80% or 95% of them has been to the nursery school. The rest of the percentage has not been to the nursery school. So the teacher has to go one at a time to those people to help them, whilst these other ones are there waiting for the teacher. So it will be hectic for the teacher to manage them. But if they all has been to the nursery school and they came to the primary school straight away, the teacher will stand and teach easily and they will understand.
Okay.
Because at that point in time, they already have
The knowledge, yes.
knowledge of the subject. But if you don't take them to the nursery, you are making that particular child, his or her education to become difficult.
Sure.
But children also, they learn in different ways. Children also, some of them, they learn very fast. Some of them can be in the nursery school. Of course, their learning is not very fast, but why they comprehend the subject is because they have seen the materials, they have touched it and they have feel it. So that is why they comprehend it.
Sure.
Some of them, they will not see, they will not touch it, but take them to the next level. If you teach them 1 or 2, they will understand. Those ones, they learn very fast. Some children, they learn very fast. That is there. But also, don't rely on that. Don't say, my child can learn very fast, so I have to take him or her to the primary school. No. Perhaps that is what you thought. But take him or her there, maybe what you thought will not come out.
Sure.
But the best thing is, take him or her to the nursery level. If you take him there, I can assure you, he or she will understand the grassroots level before he or she will move to the next level.
Sure.
And
That's
if that
right.
happens also, whenever he is seated with his mate in the primary school, he will not have no difficulty. And he or she will not feel shy, because sometimes a child can be sitting in the classroom and the teacher is asking questions. They feel shy to answer it, because at that point in time, they don't have no idea to answer. So they'll feel shy, they'll keep it to themselves. But the child from the nursery school who has learned that thing, if he or she is sitting inside that primary 1 or 2, if you ask him, he or she will be able to raise his hand up and tell you something very important.
Sure.
Because he or she has gone something through at the previous level. So
Certainly.
it's going to be very different from the one who has not been to the primary school. So, and at the nursery level also, we teach them how to speak. Because some school you may go there, you can hear only languages, local languages being spoken. You know, in nursery school, in fact, it is true. The first language is their mother tongue. That's what we said to them. Because some of them, when they are coming at that age, they don't understand even good local languages like Wolof and Mandinka and others. They don't comprehend it much. So at that point in time, when they come, speak to them in English and Wolof, so that they can understand. An example, if you ask a child, please give me that book, some of the child will be looking at you. What is that? That's what they will say. But if you say it in English, say it in Wolof or Mandinka. Repeat it again. The more you say it in English, repeat it in Mandinka or Wolof, repeat that word also that you said in English. Repeat it again.
Sure.
2 or 3 times.
Sure.
You said they will now begin to understand. Give me that book. Monica, just me that book. And again, you ask the child, give me that book. The child will begin to understand the English now, bit by bit.
Sure.
Because some people, they say, if you want your child to speak English, speak English to him or her.
So, the communicative approach.
Because the mother is a Mandinka. The mother is speaking Mandinka. The child will obviously speak Mandinka. So at the school also, if you speak English to them, they will speak English. Obviously, because at that point in time, most children move to the primary school without understanding English language. It's because Most teachers, they don't speak English to this nursery school level. They only speak their mother tongue continuously. And as a teacher, you have to speak English. If you speak English, they will take the words, they will take the vocabulary. As time goes on, those vocabulary, they will combine it together and make a sentence. You understand? So if they reach to primary school, they can able to communicate with the primary teacher over there. So that is why it's good also as a primary teacher, speak English. And also you translate it in their local language for better understanding. Because at that point in time, the child can have many vocabulary, but he or she feels shy to speak English. But as time goes on, if they build the confidence, they will speak it. They will speak it, and they will not ask for anybody. The more you speak, they will comprehend and they will respond quickly. Go to Yunus English School today. I am very, very happy if you go to their nursery sector. The children there can speak very good English. Oh yes. Even these newcomers, I could remember our young and others. As they came in newly, when I speak English, they will tell me, teacher, I told them, but keep on listening. If you listen, you will hear. And others also, I encourage them for them to speak English. Other students that are there, like nursery 3, I encourage them when you are playing with your younger brothers, please speak English to them. Even break time, when they are out, sometimes I have to join them where they are having their parent play. I join them. I help them with what they are doing. I speak English to them. I help them on certain things. So in that case, bring your level to their level. And as an ECD teacher, you don't need to feel shy. You should dance, you should clap, you should sing, you should be with them. In fact, if you are a nursery teacher, in fact, you are a child. Yes, you should bring yourself to their level.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, so that you can able to achieve what you want. But if you don't, you cannot. And then children also, they like singing and dancing.
Okay.
Some of these English songs.
Yeah,
if you sing them,
nursery
yes,
rhymes.
Yes. If you keep on saying it frequently, they easily understand English. Definitely. Because as they sing the words is becoming common to them. And then as time goes, they will hear it from people, from the media, from everywhere. So obviously they will understand this particular word means this.
Yes, yes.
They will have the confidence.
That's
Once
correct.
they have the confidence, they can carry on to the next level. So bring your child to the nursery level. There's a great impact there than taking your child straight to the primary school. And then you say some parents, when their children fail, they say, if the foundation is not good, you don't expect upstairs to be good. So it is important that build the foundation to be strong. If the foundation is strong, don't have doubt. The one ahead will do his or her level best.
That's
and
correct.
That particular child also will gain a very, very quality education.
Okay.
One thing I like about Yunus English School, the environment is child friendly. It's an environmental child friendly. Any child that comes there, you are free. The environment is free. The environment is welcoming. The place itself, when you reach as soon as possible, the place is telling you that you are ready to learn. You are ready to learn. By looking at people, you are learning. By looking at the environment, you are learning. As soon as you enter in the classroom, you are learning. Yes, moreover, if the teacher comes. So that particular child is gaining a lot in English, in Yunus English School. I have been to many schools, definitely. I have been to many schools. But Yunus English School is one of the best. I'm not trying because of, I'm in that school, I'm trying to promote it. No, I am saying the fact. Because Yunus English School had already promoted quality education. Some other schools, you go there, quantity education is there. We don't want to stand and teach the child and that knowledge stipulated to their uniform. Before they leave the school, that knowledge is gone. Or they reach home, they remove the uniform, they wash it, the knowledge is gone. We don't want to have quantity education. We
That's
want to
correct.
have quality education, whereby they can understand and know exactly what they are doing. Because we want them to become a better person tomorrow. So therefore, Yunus English School is number one.
It's the place to
And
be.
I really accept it. Definitely.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ture. Thank you so much indeed. I would like the listeners to understand that Mr. Ture on my left-hand side is talking about the ECD and the nursery school. And Mr. Cisse on my right is talking about nursing school. Nursing school and the nursery school are similar, but they are not the same.
Exactly.
They are far from each other.
Right.
So Mr. Ture's explanation is based on the ECD and
Early
nursery
childhood
school,
development, so.
which has to do with babies, little children. You're starting, the beginners, preschooling. And Mr. Cisse's area has to do with medicine, tertiary education. It has to do with training nurses and also having some qualification to handle certain areas in the hospitals and the communities. So the let me ask you something about the materials that we may need in School of Nursing, Mr. Cisse. So in order to have best nursing school, what are the equipments that the clinically, what are the clinical to have a clinical skills, what are the best equipments that one has to equip itself with in order to train nurses in an effective way?
So you have, when providing equipment for clinical skills or practical skills in nursing college, you look at maybe the 3 to 4 dimensions. That is clinical skill equipments, personal protective equipments for infection control. Okay. When we talk of clinical skills, that's where you provide mannequins, that is models that are shaped like human beings, because it is like applying real life in nursing. What you have learned in class, you must apply it on the patients. That is IV insertion, intravenous fluid or intravenous injections. You will be given muscles, you will study muscles. So we have also anatomical torsos and diagrams. Those are the parts of the body. They are in also mannequin form, which can be detached and also be fixed back. So students will have to interact with this and know different muscles of the body and where to do injections. So once you know the muscles, you know how to administer injections. Good. So you have personal protective equipments also, like gowns, gloves, and masks. This is used in infection control. But you have also infection control materials, like disposable trash cans, and then you have autoclaves, that is for purifying these things, surgical instruments after carrying out a clinical skill. So we have almost all these materials. We also need vital signs assessment tools also, like sphygmomanometers, that is the BP cuff for taking blood pressure. You have the glucometer for taking measuring blood glucose. You have thermometers for taking temperatures, and you have the stethoscope for taking the pulse rate or the heart rate.
And the hospital beds.
The hospital beds also are also in place for practicing bed making, patient positioning, and infection control. So we have hospital beds also available.
And our classrooms are spacious.
They are spacious. And when it comes to anatomical diagrams also, these are diagrams that are displaying parts of the body and their functions. We also have those ones. And we also have anatomical flip charts also that are portable. They can be handled with the hand. They contain anatomical diagrams and informations that student nurses must know. So we all have this in place.
Thank you, Professor Cisse. As tradition goes, let's go into the tradition of Yunus English School. Every Sunday, part of our discussions are in English and also in our national languages. So now we're going to go into national languages. I think Abdul
will dwell on
will help us with the Wolof language, and Mr. Cisse would help us from Mandinka language, and Mr. Jame Mandinka language. By the way, Mr. Ture on my left, he's a teacher at Yunus English School in Sarepate. Sarepate is also known as Jamweli. And Mr. Jamme is a teacher at Yunus English School in Kotu.
So.
And some people call it Kotu Manjai, Kotu East. And Kisma Sise is on immediate right, is a teacher at Yunus English School in Busumbala.
So.
My name is Yunus Silla. You are welcome to Yunus English School Hour, coming to you every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon.
So.
And we thank our host, the Star Radio and Television Service, for giving us a good service, or good services every Sunday. Many thanks. I would like us to go to our national languages so that some of our parents listening to us at home can have some understanding.
So.
And I want to start with you, Mr. Cisse. Can you tell us the importance of science in our schools and then in the country?
Yeah, comme mbadingol na fala nyame nta to mo kisima siselti nka science karande busumbala ntalon science teacher la ke bade busumbala Yunus English School mun be busumbala science akuma batale ninko science wala mu na dandan la londo anim bala jato fana na londo ninko dandan lul da feŋol bijele anim feŋol mul yalon ni yotela wala be science kono nka nyil de karam ni yobe feŋol mul na anim ni yol de feŋol mul na ka bom bala jato la katan na dandan la so ni ajibe nyil londo akuma batale ko ni bala jato lom e kalon ne be mala nyame nyanta domboro mun domola nyanta ma nyamun kala pour e jata kende asoto fo ari alni jannim be ni jiyo sonane e doyandila ni e dandawol fanan lo e kalon ne ba mutala nyame ko ni man dandawol la nafa long ajibe sainten dandawol la nafa wala toro fa ben kan sainten because nyan dandawol la mutanya betinya wala nyin climate change ka fo nyin alhawa la falingo wala ya nati na sainten kaje ko ni sama aka manke o aka jamfanyola senalal buka profito soto komi nyanta soto la nyame al haketu ha so e kaya ni nyana dandangol lo mbalo na le mbamu tala nyame e bayela yiro lu mbalo nambe boy la nyame e bayela ko mol mul binanin tel bota jeto wol fanansi yiro soto anda be na fala komi nyante na fala nyame so nin ko science drong mbe nyine la da ha science akarang mu nyine ta andu nyalon na kuma abatale because ni yete fang long ye dandangol lom e ke manyalo so science karang akuma abata karang motole andu nyin subject ko libele bakon maths bakono le biology bakono chemistry bakono hani tariko fang bakono ka famu ye SES agriculture bakono dino fang bakono gon kale ko science kono scientist ol yaje ko musoni kewa ka bo kewle bala manke ko ka bo musole bala barndel lanin society kono bilifta ko musole ka ke dinke wululati o yake dim muso wululati fo muso dol fanga problem o sota kono so science feng be ka karangeto subject jeto mu yalon ka mantra science kono ne science no subject ko be ka ke borole idunta subject ko naka sone bulle ko mun fe science londo akuma batale akuma tanya na dendingul fana encourage pour karaka science karan ni science soto do ko mun ba kono fana siyata ni jida karam mun do sike no feng mun ta siya batale andu nyim feng lu ni do ko fana be e be jobeto le soto la jeto so science karan akuma batale yeah and hanin defang famba mun be sirin jang ay na live so ne nya because nketa handi mano te nya fen jamano ni science karam la na nyeno ha comme ka faale subject jamal fanam bi jeto bebe science kono ni en samba so e class o do kono mu yalon ko mbuka subject ko fanti barati jaman na karam mu to loda ndewul nyaato nye karanda subject ko e camera fa nyaata le fan karam fo ka fo nyen la fay continuer yen karande nyi do fananna ko ndey a bebe science kono so subject ko dol bi wol ka kenye borole ti dro o tan so jiola jibi ndato nyamme ko sa be science kono la no science atale ha be contain so akuma ta bake mbadi ngolo nyana dindewul encourage pour ya science choose as a career.
Okay, thank you. And Honorable Ture?
Yes. Akumatale.
Wolof.
maa ngi leen a nuyu. mbokki wala fi déglu. maa ngi tudd Abdou Touré comme ni ma ko njëkkee na wax rek. man nag teacher laa maa ngi yëngu si affaire nursery school bi ñu ko ooyee ECD wala preschool wala ñu ko nursery school. man nag maa amee Yunus English School bi nursery school ak bu nekk Sarapate maa ko amee foofu noonu so kon nag tey lu ñoo waxtaanee moo nekk suma soo ñëwee suma wàlli boor si nursery teacher bi gis nañ ne ñu bari daat ñoom luñ dee nangoo yóbbu seen doom yi nursery school dañ ko dee yóbbu primary school straight te am na ñoo xam ne dañoo wax ne ñu ne nursery school sax dafa waste time because xale bi dafa mën a nekk ay 3 years yeneen xale bi dañ ko dee raw waaye loolu jàng moom nekku ne comme ay compétition la kii mu ngi fa kii mu ngi fa déedéet lu gën a am solo rek mooy nga am xam-xam ëllëg ñu njëriñ la loolu moo gën a am solo waaye nursery school tu nekk na place boo xam ne dafa am solo si xale yi dafa dimbale xale yi bu baax a baax parce que soo ko seetee tey xale bi soo ko yóbbee si nursery school bi bala moo commencé grade 1 dangaa gis ne dafa mun a identify dina mun a xàmmee luy ndomba yi dina mun a xàmmee letters yi tum su jógee si boobu noonu di teacher bu nekk si nursery school dina ko mun a jàngal ma ànd man wéy boo xamante ne dina mun a
you wait a little bit. I think they have a problem with your mic. Is
waaw
it? Okay, go on.
waaw dangaa gis ne nursery school bi soo fa isee xale bi lu bëri la moo mun bala moo commencé jàng parce que nursery school foofu ngay commencé suñ ne commencement bi nag yaa ngi jàng yu ndaw yi pour understand ko pour looy ñëw def si kanam so dangaa gis ne yu ndaw yooyu ñëw jàng foofu noonu daf lay dimbale pour yow soo commencé jàng léegi soo ñëwee si nursery school bi teacher bi dina la jàngal naka nga mun a xàmmee nomba si teacher bi dina la mun a jàngal naka nga mun a xàmmee letter si teacher bi dina la mun a jàngal naka nga mun a read sa own words dina la mun a jàngal tum naka nga mun a speaker English dina la mun a jàngal tum nooy xamee yow sa bopp ak naka nga war a nekkee si biir classe soo fa nekkee ak sa morom ñi nooy jëflantee ak ñoom loolu yëpp am na solo pour ñuy seetaat foofu noonu pour yóbbu suñu xale yi si nursery school bi ñu commencé parce que xale bi su toogee si kër bi am na 3 at mu ngi toog si kër bi 4 at juróomi at mu ngi toog si kër bi su yàggee lu moo def mooy dafa nekk si mbedd bi di warantu te di moom mu ngi wër si mbedd mi dafa am lu ñu de wax environmental factors yooyu ñoo nekk dëkkuwaay problème si yooyu suñ ko commencé di laal rek even nga yóbbu ko school sax moom dafa yàkkamti génn si school bi di dem si mbedd mi parce que dafa miin mbedd ba pare waaye si bu amee 2 at nga commencé ko muy dem school mu ngi miin di dem school waaye miinu di dem si mbedd bi di taxawaalu kon foofu noonu nag nursery school nekk na loo xam ne lu am solo la pour nga yóbbu fa sa xale bi parce que foofu noonu soo ko fa yóbbu yeneen xale yi ñu ngi fa dafa mun a jàng si yeneen xale yi jàng si teacher bi jàngatum ne moom mu ngee ñëw commencé school so luñ ko wan nii dafa am njëriñ si ñoom so baax na trop buñ tëbal suñu xale yóbbu leen primary school wala ñu yóbbu leen grade 1 wala grade 2 ne lañ isi si nursery school bi njëkk ñu commencé leen ñu defaral leen pour ñu baax pour su next standard bi suñ fa steppee rek nga gis dineen mun a dem si kanam ñu bëri seen doom yi ñu ngi fiil parce que gis neen ne defuñ nursery school te soo demee ñu dee fiil ëpp doole bi yëpp duñ dee def nursery school so kon maa ngi leen a ñaan yóbbu leen seen xale si nursery school bi ñu jàng bala ñoo commencé grade 1 wala grade 2 wala ngeen yóbbu leen feneen nursery school daal lu am solo la man muy wax ak yéen nii man jaar naa nursery school te keneen ak keneen tum jaar na fa ñooñu xam ne njëriñaay bi mais bi yéen ñu maa déglu sax wala yéen ñu maa seetaan sax yéen a gën a mun a xam njëriñi nursery school kon therefore maa ngi leen a ñaan ngeen yóbbu seen doomi nursery school spécially Yunus nursery school bi yóbbu leen fa seen doom bi ku yóbbu foofu sa doom bi wallahi doo ko réccu parce que sa doom bi lu mooy mun ëllëg yow sax doo ko lifin doo ko gëm sax parce que knowledge moom nekk na loo xamante ne lu ndaw soo ko si amee sax mun naa ubbi lu rëy kon benn knowledge ndawut ñaan naa leen isi leen seen doomi Yunus English School soo leen buggee seen brain yi ñu faas ñu mun a understand luy conventional luy jàngum tubaab isi leen Yunus Nursery School te soo leen ko fa indi bu leen am benn ñaari xel bu leen am ñaari xel soo leen ko defee rek yëpp dina baax inshallah.
Thank you, our Wolof man.
Wolof bi de.
Best Wolof speaker so far. Now, Mr. Jammeh, what is your take?
Mbadu kwa nyini afu nyame, nato mo Omar Lati Jammeh. Daka mulo karandi Mars la. Katu Mars du yate rol ba kon. Anu ngaji ki moja bi iko yate ro mi la promote. Anu amon kolea. Na bal wolu lungolu anu nga jikile ko momo nimbi ya nyani ka pura na ko futa jamfon ay yaterol leke ka silol jibe wa wala nyame ka futa janjon anu nga jikile ko yatero mi fonte mi anan ko amon kolya itara marshal ko merol bi mi nyanke kotota hani bi sainten ela dala so buka to mole ka yati ay psi tek ela fronta pa bi mun do bi min be marché kono tiol koyta bi tare bi ko de fenjama la biji ela bir ko o fon min be biji e ba be yati la ya ban yati ro fon de mi ka mon ko la bal wala lumulum bal wala ano adiate akolyate amanke gambe da malan ka yatero man sakunda ka yatero kala fon wala min ka dunna ani min ka findi mani bodi je la ka min dunni nan jang sukur bodi je la ka min dunni na be mu yatero itara bantara bankol molla balu be yatero lumulu anu mars mi fon mi ka kumara dinu la balu pour sinin samu ila tamina yaso ni tara na karamu don ka karane Yunus English School kabin tano fukata sibito o be pour mu dinu la e kam femfen nin karam pour ha du kon sa dino ne so chance dina rek kara si social media o ita football o ita famo dol ado manya na kala sibito fo manya na kala watu mi ko dino sa fo an ngara bi ngara kadam fo ni fo kadam fo anyana limited la femo akumaya bata akumaya ta ko bi football do mun ko ti balle e kam fam ko ri karon sa anyana kuma dino kam ba ke men ko sin samo ida ba femfen ya so bi ta university gamme university yaji be Yunus dino military jenya asiata they can attest to it asiata they are there go to the college Yunus dino military jenya asiata le obe muna sabu karawalam ngi make sure ngi muta from Monday to Saturday and make sure they come with good results e kaydi kendo sinin sam yele wulula nafa ndolbe siu mi la jall lafta dino let them become tomorrow leaders lafta sinin sam dino le fama ni bama nafa lafta sinin sama dino e lafta femfen ne ya so wala tan be sirinja Yunus English School aman ka do 15 ni tenon kara fo sibido aman ke 15 pour sinin sama dino la nafa wala tan be lori nyi ko ha anu nga jikele mol kay mars le en kolya ko men fo aman kolya lumolu ninga niolaje ya tero anan ka hakilo tuje ata kolya la dino ni na ta karamu jita ila buko le jibe aske no mars do ko jama albije yana min fo yake ani a practice fo ko lumolu wato wati anu nga ajikele ko londo nya ba sabatle ko anna sabate ko sinin sama be na fala ha bi jam mo jama be jita school le e mantano ko yin ba manta ko balbe business hall ila business to lo fon baron ke fon abe mu yatero business hall aim and objective is what to achieve the success or the goals they come from to ko goals sort of sinin sama you have to calculate amon ka ku sonya no bari ngal ko ni moli haklo tuji abe sonya lo ko jio bata ku totoro anu nga jikelo ko ni nga haklo lo mas fanan kan sinin sama next year 2026 results abe betia ba la anu nga next year 2026 results alna alsiya jibe nyina also we have registered so many people in the university going to the college Yunus English School next year all from siala katambi next year
thank you mare mo kawa kasu kunyine ko kaga tu mo be nge diga men tagabono o khadna kedi hibe ga sige diga men gan tagabono bo soro kuwa qaf kutukum kuwa yo ka o diga men ne kay nanti kana lemun denge nursery school lemunam buchono school gel diga na sino sikki kenyani i haqqelendo kharangen na demi yo ka na lemun ta wondi kandi magana ki sino nyeri asino tummi anani ne adu sangen demi so Kenya ni nursery school ni jopena sino sikki kana lemun de ko kharalla dum aw kendange halle oda hoko mathematics campaign hibe gan kontindenga oda campaign kachare ado science ado Yunus English School ga kharalla kurumba be nguni kubito Kenya ni na soron kharamun di no sa hunga angana daga loktane kanu kudi no sen kubenu ga gollino o ken kharalla nguni kubito awa alla dugandi ona fatwa hullo kendi bagasinu be no awa ugan qawire itini unchuri ya iso sakko makare awa o hay approval nyaddu ko keta ngiri the Ministry of Higher Education ogana ken kito kitende da o fatwa hullo na de kadi nanti ala hala ngam obe awa kenyani qasunno ware mo sari awa miski kisma can you elaborate more in Mandinka about our School of Nursing that is coming and the equipment yes
bali on ya fala nyama ntabelo ren science bundala wala mbala jato te anina dandaon kenyato science coming yiriwa wala nyanta moma buka to palas kile mi to palas kile to foni jiyo de wala tande ko na bari
mo dal harama do pempendi ko kadila pe kala pe kata santo so wala na sante Yunus English School lo bare nya nursery school lo sodo nya primary school lo sodo ko to ni Busumbala ni sare pare nya senior school lo sodo sande go kanen la fatala tenke nyato pour nya no sen school lo bonni no si akarambo no si akarambo do ngakuma badal ko ni ajibe no sol mangita banko kan anu kanyim manko bondi fo karambo wonde sia bayina ko no soli siano banko kan e janjan no kata ko bolon ko kado ko bani man sia wet la man jere net rom so bulan nang niyo mun yin fi kan no si karambo muta kalo banko kan nu balwa da no nyalo le foka pare ne baga sol be na le sande foka pare to mando inshallah nyato la do mandin ben na kay do so la man tabulo pour nyana do ko ñu commencer metik nya jiko so da ko baga sol wol bebe la rena sande bu kan no si akarambo ñu ta ka commencer nyalo ne no si anyo ko ma bata sako musol la karola because nga jele musol ka karanya so gender gap so o inequality coming mandra tembere mun ke kewal ni musol ni dunia abo talala da abo musol fana natana le qur'an ke ko tembe nyot so musol yalla wala ka dunyi no si akara mun do ba no si ana karanda fana to bayar lopitan fana si siano banko kan because company be bandala mun ya la fana la banko kan ye invest lopitan ko woldo barbari no so man si ya banko kan etinano ni amo be invest la banko kan ila investment o ni mumbe profit on nat la wala be jet warna na ko man rajet ron betina no ye investment o ko banko kan so ni no social banko kan ba la foreign investor fana le siala mo do nan company do nan banka e banda e na lokta no lo jam
That's right.
kalo ne mo so le do ko jet anu fana no sia fana de lucrative fel ko la koslo ni
Ana fawar.
ba ni ake ana man ke banko kan ani ata nyum banko meta no do ko la esi do ko create my file isi do ko isi pharmacie ke no fayal isi do ko ke no NGO to isi do ko ke no WHO isi do ko ke no FAO anu hani sign visa al fanam bijen neno si akarang ni man do ko ke banko ka isi visa so no leta do ko ke America to Angleterre tu yalon ko joining apete abata ila life is happening no what do you think so
Thank
si
you.
anyo ma abata na fo le karamulo la nyalo le fam fo ka pare nga baga so be na
Thank you so much, Kisma Sise. You can see education, to go to the school and have a better education is much easier today than before. When I started this school 10 years ago, sometimes our students would spend the whole day on the highway waiting for the former president to pass. In the campaign time, our students used to go to different locations helping the government for campaigning. Today, all that is eliminated. Our students are always in the school campus, learning. Nobody's ever ordered us to go to the airport to welcome certain presidents. We don't go to the highways to welcome the passing president. So we have the opportunity now. If we can take this opportunity to learn, we are going to be there. I think our time is up. So I think we will see you again at Yunus English School Hour next Sunday at 10 in the morning until 12. We thank you so much indeed. And you are welcome to Yunus English School in Busumbala. And you are welcome to Yunus English School in Sarepate. You are welcome to Yunus English School in Kotu. So we are there for you and the school is yours. Thank you so much indeed.